Hi and welcome back to my channel. I'm Liz of Chicago Law Luxury Makeup. For today's video, we are playing with the brand new Natasha Denona I Need a Nude eyeshadow palette. I recently picked it up and today we're going to be creating 4 separate eye looks. So if you're curious to see which eye looks I created and my thoughts on this brand new palette, keep watching. In today's video, we're going to be creating several eye looks using the brand new Natasha Denona I Need a Nude eyeshadow palette. As soon as I saw the promo pics for this palette, I knew that I was going to absolutely love it and I had to have it. So I did go ahead and pick it up. I think it might be sold out online. If I am able to find it on sale anywhere, I will definitely link it and list it down below for you guys. This is such a beautiful, beautiful color story and I cannot wait to open it, use it, and I thought what we would do is just create a couple different eye looks using this palette tonight. So this is her mid-size palette. I love this outer packaging. It is so different than anything she's ever done before. I really do like it. This retails for $69, which is a little bit of a price increase over what it used to be. It used to be $65. So here is the color story. I mean, if this palette does not scream Liz, I don't know what else does. These are so neutral, everyday shades, and that is what I gravitate towards. I mean, that is what I wear on a daily basis. And what I really love about this palette, not only is it a color story that I like, but there are new formulas in here. So what I want to do is go ahead and swatch it for you, and we'll talk about each of the different shades and what type of formula they are. So I am going to start down here, or really up here because my palette is upside down, but this is Stone. This is a matte. And it is described as a matte, light, medium, warm taupe. I mean, that looks like a shade I would wear every single day on my crease. That is a Liz shade for sure. Next is Whisper. This is a metallic, light, nude pink. Oh, that is so pretty. We have Ella, sparkling, foiled, warm fawn. That is so pretty also. Vague is a matte, medium, warm, dusty rose. That is also very pretty. Travertine is a metallic, soft amber. Delilah is one of the new shadows. Sparkling Wet Effect Silver Brown. Silhouette is a matte coffee bean brown. So I actually thought that that was going to be a lot darker than it was. And it actually has a little bit of purple in there. Muse is a sparkling foiled champagne. Fair is a matte light misty rose. Filigree is a sparkling foiled medium neutral brown. I'm really running out of room, you guys. I did not do a very good job. Wit is a matte, light, warm rose. Sheen is another one of the new formulas, and it is a glossy, wet effect, warm champagne. Tinter is a matte, medium taupe. Yeah, that's another perfect Liz shade. Mesh, matte, light, dusty rose. Yeah, that's actually a lot lighter than I would have thought. And Mia is another sparkling wet effect icy pink. I'm gonna put it back here. That's really pretty. So those are all of the shades. Absolutely gorgeous. I cannot even get over this color story. I think it is beautiful. Is it original? Probably not. Could I dupe this with multiple other shadows in my collection? Probably. But I don't care. I don't care. I am here for this. I am here for picking this up, traveling with this, just bringing this one palette and using it to create several different eye looks. I cannot wait. All right, so I will go ahead and pull my hair back and I'm just going to start with doing an everyday look, the eye look that if I were to pick up this palette and take it with me and go out the door, go to work, go run my errands, this is the look that I would create. So we're not going to get too crazy. We're just going to create a very neutral everyday look, and I'm going to start with Stone. Again, this is a light, medium, warm taupe, and I'm gonna just take it into the crease. I mean, it blends beautifully. Wow, it's so pretty. And I'm actually gonna go into this shade right here. This is Filigree, which is a sparkling foiled medium neutral brown. And I'm gonna take it on the outer corner. There is some fallout with that shade. There was no fallout with the matte. However, there's definitely some fallout with that. And I was trying to keep the fallout to a minimum. I'm using a G blender brush, which is more of a denser brush. So I thought that I would try and control that fallout, but I don't think that I am. That's really, really pretty. This is a very basic palette. I completely get that, and I know that it won't be for everybody. It is definitely for me. I went ahead and used this palette before I ever even took pictures. I mean, I was so excited. So excited to get it. I'm going to take a G soft shader, and I'm going to go into this shade right here called Whisper. It is a metallic light nude pink. And we'll just take that in the inner corner and just give it a little bit of a highlight. So some sort of variation of that is what I would wear on a daily basis. There are multiple different shadows in this collection that I could use to create that look. So now I'm going to do more of a pinky look because there are a few pinks in here that I do think are really, really pretty. So I'm going to start with this shade down in the corner, and it is called Wit, and it's a matte light warm rose. I feel like that has just a hint of brown, which kind of neutralizes it for me. I think it's really pretty. And then I'm going to take this deeper matte. This is Vague. It is a medium matte warm dusty rose, and I'll take that on the outer corner. And it doesn't appear to be that much definition between those two shades. It's very, very pretty. That is the shade of pink that I can wear, and I do really, really like it. But I will say that between those two shades, between Wit and Vague, the difference is not that great. I mean, you could literally create hundreds of looks with this palette, and I'm here for all of it. I really am, you guys. I mean, I'm just playing at this point. I know that Natasha Denona has several tutorial videos on here. I haven't watched any of them. I'm strictly opening this up for the first time and playing with it. I definitely want to do more with this palette, but I just wanted to use it as soon as possible. So I do want to use these new shadows. So I'm going to take Delilah, which is one of the new sparkling wet effects, and it is right down here. So I'm going to pick that up. This is a G builder. You can also use these wet. So I'm going to take my Charlotte Tilbury spray and just put a little bit on the brush, and then I'm going to go back in to that same Delilah shade and see what kind of impact we can have with a wet brush. So here are the two eye looks. I am going to go ahead and put some eyeliner on and mascara. We'll be back to look at them, and then I'm going to take it off and we're going to create a couple more looks. We are back after eyeliner and mascara. For eyeliner, I did use a Natasha Denona eyeliner. For mascara, I used this new sample that I got of the new Huda Beauty mascara. So I ordered my palette from Sephora, and this was one of like the gifts with purchase. And I have to say, this mascara is amazing. Absolutely amazing. This is one coat, no lash primer. It is amazing. I had to mention that because this mascara is really, really good. But I am absolutely loving both of these eye looks. I think that they are so pretty. This is definitely a wearable palette. So what I'm going to do now is go ahead and take these two eye looks off, and then we'll be back to create two more eye looks using some of these different shadows in this collection. All of the eye makeup is off. We have fresh eyes. We're ready to create two more looks. Now I have to say, I haven't watched any videos on this yet. I know that there have been several videos. out with people creating different looks. I haven't watched them yet because, again, I wanted my opinion to be my opinion. So I'm going to start down here with the deeper of the taupes, and this is Tender. So this is a medium taupe. I'm taking a Sonia G Classic crease, and I'm just placing it in the crease. So this is definitely a deeper shade. I think if you wanted to mix those two mattes, you've got this one Stone right here and then Tender. I think those would be really pretty together. I'm going to take that same brush and go into this shade right here, Travertine. And we're going to place it in the outer corner of the eye. Now, like I was saying, I don't think that this palette is super original. I'm sure that I could dupe this with other shades in my collection, but I just like having all of them in one palette. I'm going to take a Sonia G detail brush and I'm going to go to that deep matte right here. This is Silhouette. And I'm going to run it along my lash line and into the outer corner. Now, you guys know I'm not a professional makeup artist. I'm literally playing. Seeing how the formulas work, how they play together, and if this is something that I would pick up and wear. And it absolutely is. I mean, I already know I'm going to be reaching for this a lot. I didn't think anything could top my love of the Glam palette, and this might be it. I mean, this just might be it. And I like that these mattes don't give me any fallout. The shimmers or the metallics, there was definitely a little bit of fallout, but these mattes are not. So using that detail brush and really going along the lash line really smokes out that eye look. I was going someplace fancy tonight or doing something fun besides just sitting here playing with makeup. This is definitely an eye look I would wear out. It is a Friday night and I'm just playing. I don't normally film at night because I am tired. My eyes are usually pretty red by the end of the night and I'm ready for bed. But like I said, I could not wait to get into this palette and play. I'm going to go into Mia, which is one of the new shades. It's a Sparkling Wet Effect Icy Pink. I'm using a rougher number 21. Yeah, there's definitely fallout there. And I'm taking it above the lash line and kind of into that crease. I'm just trying to add a little bit of dimension, but there's a ton of fallout. So I'm going to go ahead and wet that brush with, again, my Charlotte Tilbury spray. I really, really like that. This is definitely an eye look I would wear to go out. I think I need to tell my husband to take me out to dinner. This is beautiful. I take a rougher number 23. I'm going to go back into that taupe Tender, and I'll take it underneath the eye. And now I'm going to go into that darker coffee brown Silhouette. Taking that same rougher number 21 and using what's left on that brush from that shade Mia and taking it just in the inner corner. Oh, it's so pretty. So, so pretty. All right, I'm going to try and play around with the rest of the colors that I have. So I haven't used this Fair shade yet, so I'm going to pick up Fair, and I've got a Sonia G Crease Pro. And instead of putting that on the crease, I'm placing that all over the eyelid as a prime shade. And then I'm going to take that same brush and I'm going to go into Ella. Ella is a sparkling foiled warm fawn. And I'm going to take that on the lower half of my eye. I thought it was going to give me more payoff than I am getting. Yeah, that didn't really do what I wanted it to do. So there it is swatched, and I thought that the swatch was really, really pretty. But using this brush, it's not really doing what I would like it to do. So I'm guessing it's A lot of it has to do with the brush that I'm using. This is a fluffier blending brush. I probably need a flat packing denser brush. So I will go in with a Sonia G Worker. There we go. Now we're getting a little bit more payoff. And I'm going to go same brush into the shade Muse. It is a sparkling foiled champagne. And I'm taking that, started in the crease and moving up. So that's what that looks like. I think it is pretty, but I think having those two metallics, I don't know that I would do that. The metallic plus that sparkling foiled, I feel like it needs just a little bit something richer. I feel like if you wanted a lighter glam kind of look, this would be perfect. You know, it's not super smoky, so if you weren't one who wanted to put on like a dark black or a dark brown, but you still wanted something extra, I do think that that is really pretty. It just might be a little bit too light for me. All right, so I'm gonna go, I'll put the same eyeliner, same mascara on, and then we'll come back and we'll talk about this palette. Here is the finished eye looks. I really, really, really love this palette. So again, this is the I Need a Nude palette. It is brand new from Natasha Denona. My favorite Natasha Denona palette is the Glam palette, and I think that these are definitely cousins. I definitely think you could mix these two, create some beautiful eye looks together. However, I can tell you right now that for traveling, this palette will be coming with me always. It just has everything I need. And I'm so excited to see this new formula, to continue to work with it, play with it, and create other eye looks. I would love to hear from you guys. Did you pick it up? What are your thoughts? Let me know down below. Is this a palette that you could see yourself wearing? I'm definitely going to continue to play with it in the next coming weeks. I will be using it in my everyday eye looks when I am getting ready to go to work. So check for those over on Instagram. Make sure you're following me because I will be posting those eye looks and the different eye looks I use and the shadows that I use to create those looks. I want to thank you all so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. I hope everyone is staying safe and healthy, and I will see you in my next video.